Gee, I wonder who I should do my next character study about.
That is not my future. I'm not gonna be buried in a grave. When I'm dead, just throw me in the trash.
Okay. Disclaimer. Not all the facts in this video can be stated with 100% accuracy, because not even Frank can state his own information with 100% accuracy.
Yeah, I was hunted once. I just came back from Nam. I was hitching through Oregon, and some cops started harassing me. Next thing you know, I had a whole army of cops chasing me through the woods. I had to take them all out. It was a bloodbath.
That's Rambo, dude.
With that said, let's get weird with it and talk about Frank.
You gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get into that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Born in 1947, Frank had a pretty rough childhood. In Reynolds vs. Reynolds, the serial defense, we find out that Frank was sent upstate to a mental institution as a child, and when he was released, he was constantly made fun of for it, but with everybody calling him Donkey Brains, so they could get him a certificate to prove to everyone else that he didn't have donkey brains. And in the episode, the gang gets analyzed. Frank goes into detail about being institutionalized. We also find out at some point Frank was in a gang. Well, not really that much of a gang, more of a doo-wop group. As a teenager, Frank gets a job at a restaurant, where he falls in love with a black girl named Dynasty. After a misunderstanding in which Frank's brother Gino almost beats Dynasty's boyfriend to death, Frank has to escape to South America, where he gets heavily involved in the drug trade. And in the present day, we find out that Dynasty was never in love with either him nor his brother, but she was always in love with her original boyfriend. It's just that Frank and his brother always screwed things up by getting him sent to prison. And then somewhere along the line, we can assume, but not confirm, that Frank impregnated Charlie's mom, making him Charlie's father. He then stepped in to become Dennis and Dee's dad for a long time, and they always assumed that he was their father. Even Frank assumed that he was their father. However, he wasn't a very good father. In A Very Sunny Christmas, we find out that every year, Frank gets exactly what Dennis and Dee wants for himself. He says this is to teach them a lesson that they need to earn everything in life, but really, he's just messing with them. And then at some point, Frank becomes absent from Dennis and Dee's life altogether. And other than knowing that he went to start a successful business and become a millionaire, we really don't know what he did when he was away. What matters now, though, is that he's part of the gang, and he pretty much steals the scene whenever he's on the show.
One. Boom, boom, boom. Those on yellow jacket boys. Buzz, buzz, bum, boom, boom. They don't make the soda pop, 'cause they really rumble.
To say that Frank likes sex and drugs would be a really big understatement. There are many occasions throughout the series where Frank admits that he likes to quote-unquote bang whores. And while everybody else in the gang are chronic alcoholics, Frank's drug use is unsurpassed by anybody else. His near-constant drug use is obviously a contributing factor to his fading memory. So take that as a lesson to not do drugs. Or if you do choose to do drugs, learn a little thing called moderation. So that's Frank Reynolds in a nutshell. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Demon! Fighter of the night, man! Champion of the sun!